Good evening. Good evening. Let's make magic. What's going on, everybody? This your boy Buckles Locker coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the new videos. Make sure you hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Welcome. Welcome. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Shouts out to all the bandits. Keep doing y'all thing. I see you. I'm having some technical difficulties today. I don't know what's going on today. Some weird stuff going on. My chat, I don't even see nobody in the chat right now. I see nothing in the chat. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today. YouTube acting real funny right now. I don't know. As you can see, today's topic, week 3 of the 2020 season. I can't even see nobody in my chat. I don't know what's going on with my chat. I've been trying to work this technical issue out. I don't know if it's my service provider. I don't know what's going on right now. YouTube been acting real funny lately. I tried to start a couple videos earlier. It just hasn't been successful. I'm trying to work through these kinks right now. I was playing with some new stuff. I was trying to learn some new stuff, but that's neither here nor there. Preview video. Can somebody type in the chat? Because I don't see anybody in the chat right now. I really don't see anything in the chat. I literally don't. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, let's get it. All right. Well, I don't know why I can't see, but I can see it another. I see it over here. So let's get it on. Preview video. Bucks versus the Denver Broncos. The Bucks are on the road, traveling to the Mile High Stadium. Mile High. I've never been to Colorado. I was supposed to go to this game. This is one of the games I wanted to go to, but no. Y'all see what's going on, right? This is one of the games I was supposed to go to. A check in the box. A check in the box. But nope. What's going on? Perry Mathis, Josh Woodard, Christopher Sims, J.J. Bird G. Clark, Andrew, what up? James Ingram. I don't know why you got that. Born Reddy Jones, Harold, Chili Will, Frank Johnson, Timmy Time. What's the deal? So that's right. So let's just get right to it. I'm not going to drag this video out, but this is a preview video. Y'all know I do preview videos on Wednesdays, every Wednesday evenings. I do preview videos all the time. Well, this season I will be doing it. So we got the Denver Broncos. So what, right? The Broncos, oh my gosh, they are a mess right now. The Broncos are a mess right now. Vic Fangio, first-year coach, a former defensive coordinator for the 49ers, Chicago Bears, John Elway, the GM, player personnel director. They just got so many injuries right now. It's like, what do we do with this team? Like, remember, this is another game I had checked on the box that we were going to win. So this should be an easy victory. We should be able to dominate, right? I mean, if we don't dominate, then that's a problem. But we'll get to that in a second. The Bucks coming in, beating the Carolina Panthers last week, left them in disarray. They're all over the place right now. We're 1-1. Defense looking good. The running game looking good. It's almost like this is one of those kind of a walkthrough game. Like, yeah, we should be able to walk through this game and get the victory, right? The Broncos quarterback situation. Jeff Driscoll will be starting. They just got so many injuries. It's almost like I was looking at the injury report, and I'm like, man, are they gonna have enough people to actually compete? Drew Lock got hurt last week. He got tackled. What up, Malcolm? One of my shooters. Salute to you. Got tackled on his shoulder. He has a labrum injury or something like that, or a shoulder injury. So he's out 2 to 6 weeks. They bring in Jeff Driscoll. They signed Blake Bortles. Philip Lindsay's hurt. AJ Boye hurt. Von Miller, their best player on the team, he's hurt. He got hurt before the season started in a freak accident in practice. Bradley Chubb is off and on. DeMontre Jones, one of their D linemen, is out to 4 to 6 weeks. They got Cortland Sutton, their best receiver. He hurt. Jerry Jeudy nicked up. Was it KJ Hamel? They just got, the list goes on. Like, and they still have a couple guys on the team that's gonna play and still be pretty decent. But whew, man, if I was the Broncos, man, it's almost like, what do you do? Like, how do you survive a game like against a team like the Bucs? They basically about to get ran through. Pun intended. I mean, like, they about to get like crushed. I mean, it just got so many guys on the injury list. Philip Lindsay, foot problems. I'm looking at Jarrell Casey. He got an elbow problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, Garrett Boyles at tackle. Jake Butt. Tyreek Cleep. Like, here's another game for the Bucs. This is a very easy schedule, folks. Another game for the Bucs on a silver platter for us to just basically look good, improve. Keyword, improve. The Broncos, looking at their team right now, all their good players are pretty much hurt or nicked up. We're one of the healthiest teams in the NFL right now. If you look across the NFL right now, you see what's going on. You see the injuries. Teams are being decimated by injuries. And we dodging them. I told y'all this at the beginning of the season. If we can stay healthy, we're going to be hard to beat. Like, some games it's going to be a defensive game. We're just going to win because of defense. Some games we're going to win because of offense. Some games we're going to win because of the whole team. You get what I'm saying. But we're one of the few teams that dodged the bullet, and we need to keep that going because injuries is a big deal, whether we want to believe it or not. And we just been so gracefully blessed to not get hurt. So looking at the Broncos, good luck to you, Vic Fangio and John Elway. They always have quarterback situations, but let's get down to the details, right? Bucs defense versus Broncos offense. Let's talk about the part of the team that's doing really, really good. The defense, right? The Bucs defense against the Broncos offense. I don't know, man. Broncos, man. I don't know. I ain't got nothing really much to say about that matchup right there. Like, Bucs defense versus the Broncos offense. What can you really say about it? Like, do the Broncos stand a chance against our defense? We're one of the top defenses in the NFL, of course, stopping the run, and they do have Melvin Gordon, Royce Freeman back there running the ball, but that's not going to stop. That's not going to get you a victory against the Bucs defense. You got to be able to throw the ball against us, and good luck with that because our secondary is good, young, but good. Now, don't let the numbers fool you. We ranked in the 20s in pass defense, yards per game. because of Teddy Bridgewater. Remember, the first game of the season, Drew Brees only had 160 yards. And then Teddy Bridgewater, all of a sudden, he went ham in the second half and threw for 367. So don't let the rankings fool you. They was playing catch up, so yeah, we ranked like 23rd, 24th in passing yards allowed per game, but that doesn't tell the whole story if you watch the tape. But the Broncos gonna try to run the ball with Melvin Gordon and Royce Freeman. They do have a tight end, Noah Fant, can give us problems with Jordan Whitehead. Antoine Whitfield is going to be. It's almost like I see what the Bucs doing with Antoine Whitfield, right? They're going to play him close to the line of scrimmage more than off the ball because they feel like he's more more of a valuable asset near the line of scrimmage. He's not ready to like be consistently covering people all the time, but he spends more time near the line of scrimmage than Jordan Whitehead. So they gave Jordan Whitehead the responsibility. So Noah Fant will most likely be, Devin White, Lavonte David, and Jordan Whitehead responsibility. And they're going to have kind of like Antoine Whitfield freelancing around the defense and making plays and causing havoc, like Jamal Adams, Torrey Malamalu, Bob Sanders, Earl Thomas, guys like that can cause problems. Not Earl Thomas, but Tyrone Matthew, Buda Baker, guys that can cause issues. They blitz him a lot. They blitz him quite a bit. Because he's a very good tackler. He can tackle very well. So guys like that, you want to blitz. You want to keep near the line of scrimmage because he can make plays. So Noah Fant is a weapon. Jerry Jeudy, if he plays, is a weapon. You get what I'm saying? Like, but outside of those two, really, and Melvin Gordon, I got to give him some love too because he can run the rock if he don't fumble the ball. But Jeff Driscoll at quarterback. Now, we do have a history of letting backup quarterbacks shred us. We, as Bucs fans, have sat through the misery of getting shredded by backup quarterbacks. And it was painful to watch. Painful to watch Teddy Bridgewater. Average quarterbacks, just below average, that the quarterbacks are really not great. They're just good enough. Shred us. Case Keenum. Shred us. Mitchell Trubisky. But the difference is this year, that's not going to happen. Jeff Driscoll is Daniel Jones. Yep, another one. Jared Goff, another average quarterback. This year, it should not happen. Jeff Driscoll will not shred the Bucs secondary like Teddy Bridgewater did in the second half. Catch up, I get it. But Jeff Driscoll, former Florida quarterback, he's bounced around a little bit. He came in and did some good things last week against the Steelers. And they only lost that game by 5 points. The Steelers only beat them by 5 points with all those injuries. Only beat them by 5 points. This would have been a much better game if the Broncos was healthy. It would have been a really interesting game with Bradley Chubb and Von Miller and Jarrell Casey, AJ Boye, Justin Simmons, a top-rated safety. Top 10 safety, top 7 safety. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a really, really, really good matchup if the Broncos was healthy. And they would have gave the Bucs problems. They would have with a healthy defense. So got to chalk it up. It's not our fault that they hurt. It is what it is. It comes with the game. So Jeff Driscoll, I don't even see him throwing for 225 yards against this defense. If Drew Brees can only throw for 160, what makes you think Jeff Driscoll going to throw for 300 yards? Jeff Driscoll would not even sniff 250. It's going to be pressure in his face all day long. Did you see the Broncos O-line against the Steelers D-line? Now, granted, the Steelers D-line is much better than the Bucs D-line as far as rushing the passer. Actually, they got a better overall defense. Always like that. So I got to give respect where it's due it with the Steelers defense. The Steelers defense is very, very elite across the board. The Bucs are not too far behind. Now, I do show respect and I give props to other defenses that are better than Bucs. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the Bucs got the best defense and be so naive and be like, oh, nobody is better than the Bucs defense. Folks, let's keep it real. This defense is very good, very talented. But if you look at the team last week that the Broncos played, that was a better defense. Better defense overall. Very solid. So the Broncos still put up 21 points and only lost by 5 points against the Steelers. But with all those injuries, I just don't see the Broncos surviving the Bucs defense. We're going to have some sacks. The Broncos D-line, the Broncos O-line was just horrible. Granted, it was TJ Watt, Bud Dupree, Devin Bush, rushing the passer, stuff like that. And TJ Watt just wrecked the game. So I'm expecting Shaq Barrett to have one of his breakout games against a low-level team. He needs the confidence. Shaq Barrett needs the confidence against these low-level O-lines, low-level right tackles. He needs to get in rhythm. So when we play better O-lines, he'll be ready. Because right now, he's just not doing it. And JPP doing his thing. And Dominican Sue with 2 sacks. Villa, man, I don't know. He hasn't really been doing that. He's been doing his job as far as holding blocks, but he hasn't been really, I don't know. Maybe he's still hurt, the hand, the thumb thing. I don't know. But he needs to step up. So these games like this against the Broncos, teams like the Broncos, confidence building games. Get your swagger back, Shaq Barrett. Villa, get your swagger back. JPP, get your swagger back, man. Get that front 4, front 5, whatever you want for a front 4. Get your swagger back. We need, to be able to beat one-on-ones because the Bucs, the last couple of weeks, I haven't seen Bucs on the outside beat one-on-ones. And this is a good game for our depth to get some burn too. Nacho, Patrick O'Connor, Cam Gill, guys like that. Anthony Nelson, William Golson, whatever, But these games should build confidence. Shaq Barrett should have at least 2.5, 3 sacks and a couple tackles for loss, maybe a forced fumble or 2, and a couple batted balls. Just on pure, looking at the Broncos tackle situation. It's not nothing to be screaming about. It's not like we're playing Ryan Ramczyk or Tyrone Armstead when Shaq Barrett didn't do anything, or against the Carolina Panthers tackles and he didn't do anything against Russell Okung or Moton. This is the Broncos tackles. Do your thing, man. The Broncos O-line is weak as hell. Weak as hell. When I say weak, super weak. So I'm expecting Shaq Barrett to eat. JPP, eat. But I'm not worried about the back 7 or the back 6. Because I don't see the Broncos passing game doing anything against us. The only threat the Broncos really have is their running game. And it's not bad at all. I'm telling you, a healthy Broncos team will be a difficult team to beat. Because if you follow Vic Fangio, he's a very good defensive coordinator. I don't know about the head coach, but as far as defense, he can coach defenses. Did you see him in the 49ers? Did you see him in Chicago when he was coaching the Chicago defense, when he had elite players? And the Broncos are similarly built, but they just got injuries. They got 2 bookend pass rushers that would have gave Brady some problems if they were healthy. So good luck to the Broncos offense. I see them having no shot against the Bucs defense at all. No shot at all. We're dodging some bullets with these injuries, folks. We're dodging some bullets. This is a bullet that we dodged. This is one of those D lines I circled before the season started. Like, oh, that's a D line that the Bucs might have problems with. Jarrell Casey, Von Miller, Bradley Chubb. That can cause some problems for Tom Brady. But injuries, we dodged the bullet. We're gonna dodge some bullets. I told you, football is a game of inches and it's a game of luck. You know what I'm saying? This one of them seasons where it's weird as hell. So we're gonna catch these teams with injury, and we should be able to, you know what I'm saying, smack them and get them out of there. And by the third quarter, we're resting. You feel me? So we're gonna see. Now, on the flip side, let's talk about the Bucs offense versus the Broncos defense. The Bucs offense, numbers-wise and film-wise, still trying to get it together. Still trying to figure it out. Still trying to figure out who they are. Are they going to be a running team with a top-level running back talent-wise? Are they going to be throw the ball 40 times? They got to find a balance. 32 runs, 35 passes. You know what I'm saying? They got to find a nice, comfortable balance in between the newfound running attack for the first time in 5 years or 4 years. I can say the Bucs got a running attack that I can be like confident about. Y'all know how I feel about the running game. For the first time in the 4 years, I have confidence in the Bucs running game because of what I saw in Leonard Fournette. I've been telling y'all this. Running game is very important for every quarterback. Period. Gotta have the running game. Gotta build in the trenches. You gotta be able to line up and run the ball. When you're up 14, 17, 21 points, you got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to get third and short. So we have a running back finally that gives me the confidence to say the Bucs have a running game that they can rely on. I know some of you might be saying, oh, it was only one game, Buckles, Laka, Fournette. It was only just one game. I've seen enough of Fournette to say this dude can run the ball better than Ronald Jones. This game can really boost the running game confidence. It can really start the churn. I wouldn't be surprised Brady throws 25 times and we run the ball 38 times. Brady don't even need to do that much this game to win. Just don't turn the ball over. Don't throw pick sixes. Don't throw interceptions for the third week in a row. Simple as that. Make your timely throws. Wide receiver screen, behind the line scrimmage, dump off, and a couple, fade back shoulder throws. We good. We good with that. We don't need Brady trying to pull a Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson. We don't need Brady for that. This season, we don't need high-powered offense. Like, oh my gosh, we got to go up and down the field. There will be some games that we're going to go up and down the field, but the objective is to keep everybody healthy and keep a nice balance because there's going to be some tough games down the road that we're going to have to rely on the running game. Brady's not going to play 32-year-old, 35-year-old Tom Brady for 16 straight games. It's not happening. We already seen the first 2 weeks of the season. You know what I'm saying? C+. We're not getting that type of Tom Brady. We're getting a 43-year-old Tom Brady that needs the team to win. You're not going to hand the ball to Tom Brady and say, go take us to victory. You're going to say, hey, Tom, manage the game. We got a running game. We got an elite defense. Take care of the ball. We're going to run the ball. You're going to make your throws. You'll have a couple 300-yard games, but just don't turn the ball over. See, I told y'all how this is going to work. This is why I never got caught up in we got all these weapons. Oh, my gosh. we got a running game now. Running game matters. I'm going to drive that. I'm going to pound that through your head all season long, especially this season. Running game matters. We got Leonard Fournette. We need to take advantage of that. Period. Can you imagine just winning the game where it's just comfortable winning the game, 28-10 or 35-17, Leonard Fournette, 25 carries, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns, Tom Brady, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns. Can you imagine games like that? Like, man, that's a comfortable victory. But nah, everybody want to, let's just chuck the ball around the field. We got all these weapons and let's just throw the ball all day long and 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. These games like this, we don't need it. Get out of this game healthy and productive and improve. Remember, these games like the Broncos, the Panthers, the Giants, improve. I'm going to beat it upside your head. We got all these. We got this 8 weapons. We got. If it was Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson or Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson, those type of quarterbacks, all right, wheel and deal. But we got to be smart with this team. This team right here got to be smarter than those teams. Those teams can do more with their quarterbacks. We can't do what they do. The O-line pass blocking is in question against better D-line. So we can't just chuck the ball around the field like that. We don't have a mobile quarterback. The NFL is mobile quarterback driven now. We have a 43-year-old back there that can't move. So to eliminate him getting hit, you run the ball. We can't do play action like Jared Goff and run around like Carson Wentz or Kyler Murray. Can't do that. Now, if we had a quarterback like that and behind this O-line, oh my gosh, we'll be even crazier to beat. We'll be even harder to beat. But we got a quarterback back there that needs the running game. He had it in New England. We need it in Tampa. Short passing games, a couple deep shots, run the ball efficiently. Play good defense. We can rely on our defense now. We can rely on our defense. Couldn't do that in the previous years. Couldn't do it. Can't rely on our defense the whole elite the last couple of years. Couldn't do it. Couldn't rely on the defense the whole lead. Now you can say, all right, cool. We got a defense that can hold the lead now. We got a running game that can milk the clock. And our special teams keep improving. That's the goal. That's how you win games. 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. We couldn't say that in the previous years. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Oh. Just saying, man. Y'all got to wake up in games like this against the Broncos. Our offense should look really good across the board. O-line, running game, receivers. Brady should look good. Nice completion percentage. Nice QBR. Nice passer rating. No interceptions. Nice running game. Mac Evans get his catches. Chris Godwin get his catches. Scotty Miller get a couple catches. Get the tight ends involved. That's how you win games. You spread the ball around and you feed everybody. And if the passing game is still in works, you work on that during the game. You work on it. You know what I'm saying? You work on that. You work on those things against teams like the Broncos because these are games that check you're supposed to win. This is another game. Am I going to be overly impressed if they win? I told you, folks, games like this, they supposed to win. Oh, they beat the Broncos. Oh, we a beast. That's not how it works. Do that against the Chiefs. Then you hit your chest talking about you a beast. The Saints. Then you hit your chest and you say you a beast. The Ravens, the Steelers, the Cardinals looking good. The Seahawks. That's when you beat your chest. You don't beat your chest beating teams like the Jets, the Giants, the Broncos, the Panthers. These teams are rebuilding. These teams ain't got no shot. But as a fan base, you want to see your team win and build confidence. So granted, I'm not saying beating the Broncos doesn't mean anything because it means a win. But beating the Broncos is you're supposed to beat teams like that. Great teams beat teams like this. Period. Teams that's trying to get to the Super Bowl, you don't play with teams like the Broncos. Injury riddled. Nobody, I mean, they got players, but a lot of their top guys are hurt. You're supposed to mop teams like this. Mop. Supposed to mop them. Not beat them and run around here to other fan bases beating your chest talking about, oh, we beat the Broncos. Yeah, we like that. You're reaching. You beat the Broncos. We win the game against the Broncos. Act like you've been there. Act like you got some sense. Yeah, you want to brag a little bit, all that. Cool. But act like you got a fan base. This fan base need to act like you got sense. When you beat teams like the Broncos, the Panthers, act like you got some sense. We are on a mission as a fan base, and also that team is on a mission. Conduct yourself accordingly. Get the victory. Be happy about it. Don't run around here talking about, oh, we beat the Broncos like you really did something. That's great. We got the dub. We 2-1. I'm calling it right. I told y'all we're going to be 2-1. Period. 2-1. All I want to see in these games is improvement. I want to see the passing game improve. I want to see the running game improve. I want to see, the D-line improve. I want to see the O-line get better. That's what I want to see in games like this. Now, if we lose games like this, then we got a problem. Now, if we win games like this, cool. That's what we're supposed to do. Let's get to those Packers. That's the game I'm looking at. Packers, Chiefs, Saints. Can't sleep on the divisional game. The Falcons. And even though they're losing, but the Falcons still got a good offense. Their defense is trash, but you get what I'm saying? The Rams. Aaron Donald. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Ramsey. Games like that matter. Those games matter. Even the Raiders are looking, you know what I'm saying? So wake up, folks. We will beat the Broncos. We will beat the Broncos, no problem. If we have problems beating the Broncos, then we have bigger issues than we thought. This is the third week. We're not done with the first quarter yet. So the Broncos is the third game of the week. Third game of the season. Third game of the season, folks. The first quarter of the season almost is here. So after 3 weeks, can you really evaluate your team? Can you really evaluate the Bucs after 3 weeks after the Saints, Panthers, Broncos, and we end up 2-1? Can you really say, oh, we really gonna be, oh, we really like that? I told y'all it's gonna take about 6 to 8 weeks for you to really see this team for what it is. I'm on track. I knew the Bucs was gonna struggle out the gate offensively. And y'all should have been expected that. The offense is struggling right now. It's not in sync. It looks a disarray. It looks like plain white bread. Because now when you add a top level running game, a top 12 running game, it makes the offense even more dynamic. And once they start implementing the tight ends with OJ Howard and Cameron Brady and WW Gronk, that's right, his name is WW Gronk until he showed me something. I got a problem with Gronkowski. I got a problem with him. Not doing anything. Well, he's blocking. No, I don't care. WW Gronk, OJ Howard, Cameron Brady, get better. Get involved in the passing game. Get some red zone touchdowns. We know you can block. Cool. Produce, because against those better teams, we're going to need all hands on deck. Gronk, get in shape. Jason Garrett clap. Come on, WW Gronk. Get your head in the game. Get your head in football. How long is it going to take? 2 more weeks? 3 more? We didn't pay you $9.5 million to be a tight end tackle. Well, I mean, we could move Donovan Smith to the right side and put you at left tackle. I think Gronkowski be a hell of a left tackle. What you think? Gronkowski is a left tackle. What you think? At 31 years old, I think he can do it. He's 6'6". Jason Garrett clap. I'm just saying, man. We paying him $9.5 million. We can save some money. Save $3 million, put him at left tackle and cut Donovan Smith. Well, can't cut him, but move him to the right side. Just saying. If he gonna block like that, let's just use him as a left tackle. Shit. Why not? Shoot, if you're gonna block 80% of the time, just make him an official left tackle. But last but not least, the special teams. So far, so good. Now, the first game of the season was, I don't know what that was, but the Panthers game, Ryan Suckup, Bradley Pinion, the special teams did what you're supposed to do. See, remember, when the special teams do good, I'm not gonna complain. But when you do something wrong, I'm on you. I told you, I'm watching this. I told y'all what I was watching this season. Against the Broncos, I always watch the special teams very closely. I told y'all what I was going to be watching very closely this season with this team. Running game, run blocking, secondary, special teams. So far, the secondary is okay. Special teams, all right, tighten up. Okay, you all right, you good. Let's do it again. Running game, all right, let's keep going. Let's get improving. Let's keep going. Those 3 areas will be very detrimental to this team. They will be very, very vital for the team's success. Those 3 areas will be very, very important. Running game, run blocking, special teams, and that secondary. I'm not going to worry about the passing game. That'll fix itself. Coaching, last but not least, before I make my prediction on the score. Coaching. Last week, first half, we did a great job. Second half, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. And it's very strange about that Panthers game. Because when you go back and watch it, go back and watch it. Without those 2 turnovers, how close that game would have been. You feel me? Like, we didn't play a complete game. We struggled in the second half. They outplayed us in the second half. They out-hustled us. They outplayed us. They outgained us and all that. If Fournette didn't have that 48-yard run, 43-yard run, we probably would have punted the ball and Panthers would have had a chance to tie the game. You get what I'm saying? Got to play better. Got to coach better. The penalties was actually, they did a good job with minimizing the penalties. Did a great job. Because the first game of the season was like, what is that? But the second game against the Panthers, no, it was like maybe 2 or 3 penalties or something like that. But those are small penalties. No, the Carlton Davis grab, you know, in the red zone. But just saying, like, that's what I want to see. I want to see games where the penalties are under 5, 6 penalties a game at most. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 yards, something like that. You know, you're gonna have a couple penalties in there, but you know, keep those penalties low. Great special teams, run the ball, make your timely throws, your timely dink and dunks, and your timely shots. You know what I'm saying? Your timely fade routes, your timely post patterns, seam routes to Gronkowski, whatever, OJ Howard, your deep post to Scotty Miller, you know, from one side of the field, right left side of the hash, right side of the hash, you know, that throw. The back shoulder throw to Mike Evans, Chris Godwin up the scene. Those throws are money throws. Those are money throws in this offense. Go back and look at last year. Those are money throws. The seam route, deep, the fly route, and that post coming all the way across the field from left to right. Hash. When you throw it over the cornerback head, in between the corner and safety. Those 3 throws right there are money throws as far as deep shots. And the rest of it, dinking and dunking. I'm cool with that. I'm good. But let's talk about predictions. With all the injuries that the Broncos have, Broncos fans, don't take this personal. I just got to call it how I see it. A healthy Broncos team, this would have been a really good game. But unfortunately, adding up the injuries and the first-year coach of Vic Fangio, he's missing some pieces. He just missing some pieces. 35-10. Bucks will win. And I was close. I think I got the score right last week. I said 31-17 or 34-17. I got it. It was either I got it right or it was 3 points off last week. So this game will be 35-10. And this will be A+ across the board. Everybody's going to play good. 35-10. We wax the Broncos in Mile High Stadium in that altitude. No fans, or maybe a couple fans there. And we come back home 2-1. With that being said, shouts out to everybody in the chat joining the Buckles Like a live stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell icon to notify you all new videos that's posted on this channel. And feel free to donate to this channel. All donations are welcome, big or small. The donation links are in the description box. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. You know, you get it. And if you want to hit me on Super Chat when I'm on live, please feel free to hit me on Super Chat in the live stream. The Super Chat button is in the description box, or not in the description box, in the message box. Say something, you type it out, click the $, and your messages come out. But anyway, with that being said, subscribe to the channel. This is Buckles Lager. Shouts out to all the bandits and everybody across the Bucks social media platforms and fan base, whether you like me or not. Big ups to you. Salute to you. Keep doing your thing. Keep supporting the team, because you know we are on a mission. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise the flag. No risk it, no biscuit light. We got a running game. Hashtag ain't no chill. Hashtag no excuses. Hashtag Super Bowl or bust. I know it stinks, don't it? Buckles Lock out. Peace.